Hello, everyone, and good morning. Happy Easter Sunday. It is now time for another episode of The Blind Side, and today I'm going to be taking a look at Doom 64, which was recently re-released for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. However, the original release was 1997. I believe it was June of 1997 when Doom 64 was released, so I'm going to take a quick opportunity to compare and contrast the two versions from what I remember. Now, the Doom on N64, it was very dark. You could hardly see anything. You had to rely on a lot of your ammo firing to even light up the room. On the new version, you don't have to worry about that. It's very, very good. And this came bundled in on PS4, Xbox One, PC. If you pre-order Doom Eternal, so you got two games for $60, which was a very good deal. I played some of Doom 64 on YouTube and on Twitch, and man, I miss that old style of gameplay. Very good stuff. The controls really do well in terms of transitioning to the new analog 6. And honestly, I think it works better that way. I think that they should have maybe put this Doom game on the PlayStation instead of N64, but be that as it may, it is what it is. So, yeah, looking forward to more of Doom 64. And I'm really, as far as the game itself, does it age well? Yes. It's like a fine wine. It only gets better with age, and it only gets better with time. Now, granted, the re-release is probably what a lot of the young kids will be playing today. But if you can find the original on the N64, I would say get it. And if you have an N64, try it. Or if you can find one around, try it. I'm sure you can find one on the internet. They're only 23 years, 20, yeah, oh my god, 24 years old. Wow. The Nintendo 64 will be 24 years old this year. Oh boy. But yeah, Doom 64 is a good game. Basically, you're having to assemble a weapon. I think it's called, I forget the name of it, but something about like that. But it's very, very good. It's a very good game, and considering that, they bundled it in with Doom Eternal, that was a smart choice. Because when I saw the Doom 1, 2, and 3 re-releases last year, I was like, where's Doom 64? They were still working on it and doing something special with it. Now that was, like I said, a smart move because Doom 64, Doom Eternal, you can't beat it. And it was the 24th anniversary of Doom Eternal, the 23rd anniversary of Doom 64. So that was a great way to celebrate the game's 23rd anniversary. Release it on modern hardware, make it streamable on YouTube and Twitch without a capture card, and, make sure that all the new younger gamers and Doom fans get to play because they probably won't know what they were missing out on. They probably weren't even born yet, and they didn't know they probably had heard of Doom 64, but they had never got to play it. So now all these new younger kids are getting to play the game and getting to experience the epic that is Doom 64. Now, really quick, I would like to kind of give my thoughts on, why didn't they just make a Doom collection? Bethesda could have cash grabbed the holy crap out of this by making just a Doom collection of Doom, Doom 2, Doom 3, Doom 64, and then the final Doom, all the Dooms. Just make a compilation of all the other Doom games, but that's what everyone else is doing. I think that by releasing them separately, they could work on them individually, give them the time they need in the oven to cook, as they say. Make the product a better product, because then you can give your product the best polish it can have, give it the best quality it can have, and overall consumers are going to want to buy it, and not to mention marketing. Now, Doom 64, when I, first played it back in 1997, I was a young kid at the time, still a teenager. I was blown away by it. It was like, wow, this is the greatest thing ever. And I played Doom 64 today on the PS4 for streaming on YouTube and Twitch. And I'm still blown away by it. I mean, I'm still blown away by, the old school graphics, the gameplay, the way that they modernize the controls, the way that it just feels great on a modern console. Now, granted, the graphics are a bit dated, yeah, because this is a 23-year-old game. But if you can look past that and look past the fact that, yeah, this was originally a Nintendo 64 game, and it was originally a game that was gonna be heavily gimped, like with Duke Nukem 3D World Tour, Duke Nukem 3D. They recently re-released that game, and I might do an episode on that in the future, and maybe do some of that on YouTube and Twitch. I just don't know yet. But it's just like with that game, Duke Nukem 64, kind of the same concept, but they had to censor that game as opposed to Doom 64. Doom 64, what did they do? The reason why they made it so dark in terms of the tone and the brightness is so the blood wouldn't really show all that much. Now with the new, game, on the newer hardware, they can brighten it up, make the game brighter, make the levels brighter, and make the blood brighter. That's I didn't know if anyone knew this, but I believe that's why they had to make the game dark in terms of its visuals. Not to censor it, but rather to make it where the blood wouldn't show up all that much. Or if it did show up, it would really pop. I don't really remember exactly off the top of my head because I don't have an N64 anymore. I don't own Doom. I never owned Doom 64 as a kid. I owned it now as an adult, but as a kid I never owned it. So I I kind of missed out. But I rented it enough to where, oh man, I remember growing up, my family was like, "Oh, you're playing Doom 64 again." Oh yeah, because it was that good of a game, and I remember a lot of N64 classics. And as a matter of fact, I think what I'll do when in the future, I will get someone on here with me, and we'll just do just nothing but N64 talk, and just discuss all the classics on that system and all that. But yeah, that in a nutshell was Doom 64 for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. And originally released on the Nintendo 64 in 1997. This was been my overall thoughts of the game on the modern consoles. And so the next time you hear me do a podcast, it will probably either A, be on the Nintendo 64, or B, it'll be something either wrestling or music related. I don't know yet, so that'll be coming soon. I hope everybody is staying healthy and safe due to the pandemic, and I hope that this podcast has brought you the entertainment and the quality product that you want to get away from all this chaos in the world. And again, I hope everybody is healthy, safe, and at home. That's the key. Stay home, stay healthy, stay safe, support your families. Have a great Easter Sunday. I will see you guys very soon in the next podcast. So long, everyone, and peace out.